Hello. Hey, yo. Stop. We didn't get a stream last night, as you may or may not know, and I don't feel good enough to do work today, so it's another fuck work addiction of some hypothetical hoops history, and we are going to explore a trade that I started to look at yesterday, trying to swap draft picks because we don't really see anybody worth taking in the first round. Our team's young and a lot of guys are under contract, so we don't really have a roster spot. Channing Frye, James Jones, and our big boy Ha, they're all expiring contracts. And so I think I might re-sign Ha because we love him. Channing Frye maybe too. But James Jones, I started thinking, will I re-sign him? He's been playing well. He's averaging like over 10 points a game. He's a 6'8 dude that can play some shooting guard. But Josh Childress is also 6'8, younger, same contract, same exact salary, and we can possibly make that move. And Childress is a perfect fit for hypothetical. The nature of this playthrough, because we got Greg Oden, we got Brandon Roy, we got guys like Darius Miles, we've got Adam Morrison, dudes whose career that got drafted by the Blazers, and we were trying to find ways to give them a different arc of events in their career. And Josh Childress at this point would not be in the NBA in real life timeline. He took it, just basically took a bit payday. The Hawks weren't going to offer him enough money. He got offered to go play in Greece, and so he left the NBA kind of in his prime, and then came back a little bit later, after 3 years or so, and his career wasn't so good. He had some injury problems and wasn't a great fit in Phoenix, and that ended up fizzling out. And so, for that reason, but then we also got to get, I think, a little bit more athletic, like defensively. We want to go look at his numbers and see how big of a drop off his 3-point shooting is compared to Jones. We also want to see how big of a drop off or what his defense is, because he's a big boy. He plays with athleticism. He's a rebounder, which is all stuff that we like, but James Jones has been working pretty well for us. And so, you see the Sonics, though, are 6-3. They're having a hell of a year, and the Jazz are just insane right now. They got Josh Smith, who was a teammate of Josh Childress. But so, let's go back to that trade, and let's grind this down a bit. See if I can fleece them. What I want to do is try to also use a draft pick, because we don't need our first round draft pick really. Try to do something with that. We've got 2 of them next year as well, so it's like I just wanted a number 2 pick in this year's draft. But I'm wondering if I just give him a 2 in this year's draft, if Childress for Jones straight up, because Jones is a little bit better. So here's Childress, and he's playing way above his weight. I guess he's up 4, his rate is, so that's probably where there's a little bit of a sticking point. His potential may not be as good as Jones, but Jones is a little bit older, so I don't know how much more potential he has. And he's alright being a 6th man, so that shouldn't cause any morale issues coming here. Wait, just chipping away, man. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 10 points, 5 assists, 3 steals, a block, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 10 points. Like, the way that he plays, I think, is perfect. I think he's a good fit for us. His career high in points, 26. So his salary will, accelerate a little bit, but that last year even is still pretty easy, pretty friendly. He was on the College Hoops cover, another reason why we want to maybe get him. Some stupid reason, because we've got Odin. Who was on the 2007 version, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to start doing that or not. I'm trying to get all the stupid cover people, but smart dude, went to Stanford, all-league volleyball, he was a volleyball dude in high school. AAUT made a Tyson Chandler. I don't know who Jamal Sampson is. Scottie Pippen is his favorite player growing up. Not many people would say that. Tracy McGrady's toughest opponent to match up with. Second team all rookie. So shoots the mid-range a lot. Good for some putbacks. We like that. Really flashy pass, dude. His on-ball steal and interception ain't great. Not terrible. It's pretty well-rounded here. So let's look at the numbers a little bit closer. 3-point shots at 81, so he's not really that much of a drop-off. Jones is an 85. Or 86, I think. Shot close is usually more important to us. Free throw's not bad. Ball handling's acceptable for shooting guard. Could probably improve on that. Blocking, those are better than average. Defensively, he's decent. Offensive rebound's a huge bump. And that's something that we value here, is rebounding. So speed's a little bit of a dog for a shooting guard. That I didn't realize. Durability a little bit. Some of these awareness things. Vertical. Decent hustle. So I don't know if that raises any red flags, but let's see what we can do with this. Okay, they don't like that. See, I can't tell which one of these picks is which. One of these is from the Cavs, and that it seems to get a little better value on them. That's the one we would probably want to keep. So there's James Jones. They're all in on this deal. If we can get, so we got 2 first rounders next year. We can get a second round in this year's draft. And now we're not swapping that first round with them. That's a little better than what we had originally done, but Jones is, I think, the better player. After looking more closely at those numbers, his 3-point shots at 90, and his free throws, ball handling's about the same. Passing is a little bit worse. He's a crazy good block shot. I didn't realize that for his size. Offensive rebound at Childress was better than him. Speed-wise, it's not that much of a drop-off. Durability is not much of a drop-off. Defensive awareness isn't much of a drop-off. Offenses, James Jones got better vert. Shooting in traffic, he's much worse. James Jones is much worse. Hustle's not as good. On-ball defense isn't quite as good. So now that I've gotten the first round draft pick out of it, I am all in. Anybody opposing, say aye or nay. We've got that channel point prediction for the Celtics game. Make that bet if you wish. However, while we do our traditional beginning of the show, Chongson and our all-natural version of fuck work edition here. We got the natural light in here and stuff. It's like a whole different look and vibe. It's like different. Let me put this pole up here. Alright, you all tell me if no one says no, or if it's overwhelmingly no, I won't do it, right? But I think we're ready to do this. Childress is more of a true, or considered a shooting guard, but he was starting power forward when we played the Hawks. So, we like that versatility. I'm honestly looking at this as maybe Josh Childress becomes, Darius Miles' spot 2 years from now when he's off. Because I don't know that we're going to re-sign him. He goes against, he's part of the, rehabilitating their career, doing something that didn't happen in real life. Like, that whole angle is nice. But he's getting older, so he doesn't really fit our young and cheap model. Because Greg Oden's going to be not cheap, and Brandon Roy's going to be not cheap here very soon. When we have to re-sign them, we're going to definitely start going into salary cap issues, and that's another reason why I don't really want a first-round pick this year. I don't want another first-round pick because their salaries are minimum $3 million a year, and I can go sign some of these free agent dudes that we like for $500,000. Because we will Castellini this shit a little bit. That's just in general when I'm playing GM style. We're always going to be trying to do stuff on the cheap, and then when we have to spend the money, it doesn't hurt so bad because 1 or 2 years of way over the cap probably won't cost us our job either. Five years of being over the cap and not winning a championship, that probably would. So, make the bet. Make your bet. Make your poll vote known. Nobody's voting, so it's probably going to happen anyway. I should try to explore, like, could I give them something less? Could I give them something less than James Jones? Would they take... They're too eager to do it. That would hurt less. But Fuller might be good though. I mean, he's still young as shit. He's not getting any minutes on this team right now, and that's why I think we might let Channing Frye walk next year. But I mean, he's got B potential, so it's like Channing Frye and Ha kind of compete for minutes, but Ha's up to a 70 now too. Like, this dude's developing, and I want to see kind of how far we can keep taking him, because he's 7'3", 300 pounds, and that you can't easily replace or find. It's kind of an oddity, and he gets us buckets, dude. Like, just something about the way he plays. Him and Verjao, both guys that we just instant offense. We have a lot of fucking small forwards. They wouldn't take that. How many years is Fuller under contract? We got him for 3. It's B- potential. And he's a big boy. He can probably play a little bit of power forward at times. Alright. It's gonna be, we're doing the trade, I guess. I just feel like maybe I'm losing. On the trade. I wish they'd take this. But I have to get rid of a player. Let's see, like, we got Thad Young, who's an 89 at 3-point, Peja, who's a 91. Like, Morrison is the best, or Jones is the best free throw shooter. But it's like, do we need him at this point? Where's he at defensively? Like, his ball handling skills aren't even that great compared to some of these guys we have. Passing is not good. Doesn't do much in the post. Defensively, he gets work there. He can block though, which is just weird. His stealing isn't as good. Offensive rebounding isn't as good. His speed is it's close. I think Childress is going to get worked a little bit on defense, and playing shooting guard on defense could be a liability. None of these guys got real great durability. His offensive awareness is pretty elite. Morrison a little better. Peja. I'm only dragging my feet at this point because of what could happen to our team chemistry. We start making moves again. And the only reason I really started doing this is because I was trying to move the first round pick. This at least gets us a second round pick. And we're not moving that first round pick now. We could maybe still do another trade. I don't know how. I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't want that first round pick. Unless we get Channing Frye's replacement or something. Like, who will we get another center and we can drop Ha. But, I mean, he's only 23 still. He's getting better. gotta figure out what's gonna make Aldridge happy. If we get him up to an 86 like he's supposed to be or so, I mean, that's another fairly elite dude. We got Roy's one at a 94, Conley's at an 89 now, Odin's a 90. Like, this team is like, it's a big three, dude. This is a team that's overloaded, especially if Thad Young comes along at all. This Garrett dude's supposed to be a, you know, fairly good defender. Fuller doesn't even get minutes at this point. I don't know. Why are we so attached to Jones right now? What if we can get their first round? Now that's interesting. We don't want that first round, but then we'd have two we could possibly trade somebody. And then what do? Who are we trading? We package 2 first round picks, and who do we go after? This, I think, is too good to turn down. And I'm really interested in seeing Childress. Like, do you think of this lineup? Conley, Roy, Thad Young, Childress, and then Odin, or playing LA or somebody at center. Like, that's a bunch of dudes who are fairly good at rebounding, defense. All of them can go inside. You've got Thad Young and Conley and Roy who can all shoot the three. If you've got Channing Frye in there at power forward or center, like, he can shoot the three a little too. It's like this team has got too many players to get them all minutes right now, and I need somebody to kind of surface to the top. I think getting James Jones to the Hawks is probably also something that makes me feel better about letting him go, because he can probably be a star somewhere. The way he's 90 and 3-point shooting, he can at least be a starter probably. And he kind of fits the same mold that Childress was playing there. I don't know if they're going to move him at power forward, but Jones played power forward for us sometimes. Computer likes to do that when we're simming. But let's think through this. Anybody in chat, come rolling through here. Maybe somebody hasn't been in yet. Somebody hasn't seen we're on, has an opinion, some kind of thought how we can tweak this thing. But we'll end up with another first round pick this year, which is just a money pit for us. We might end up getting the guy we want no matter what, especially because the Hawks aren't really that good. So this is probably a lottery pick that we're talking about with this first round pick. This isn't just a little shit draft pick, you know. This definitely could end up giving us access to somebody in the draft that we didn't normally think we would have, because we've been looking towards the mid to late first rounders and second round pick dudes. I'm most encouraged by some random Sweden, like the amount of players that came out, some of the players that ended up staying in to our NCAA rosters, like Westbrook and Kevin Love, and some people that in real life got drafted but stayed in college. Good for them, you know. Derrick Rose and some of those people still there too. So this draft class is super thin, and we're now learning that NBA 2K will still throw in international players. So I'm now wondering, should I, like we were talking about, make the Euro dudes at the very end before we export our rosters, put Euro dudes on teams that didn't make the tournament, and see if they get pulled in? Brandon Jennings still needs to come into the game. I think I still have to do that, but I'm gonna challenge you. I know I said I would. I know we started with the dab rig. I'm just trying to get my stupid electric lighter here to charge real quick. And we will be. God damn, it didn't work. I charge it for like 2 seconds and then it works for 2 seconds. We'll be simming the game against the Celtics because we won last game against the Spurs when we simmed it by 30. And I realized that I think the team's much better without me. But we will play we'll see what the schedule looks like. We'll play one eventually. Alright, lighter and charge for me, bud. Charge for me. Just give me enough juice. Give me enough juice. Yo, Jerome, what's up, bud? Was waiting on you, bro. See if anybody else could come in and help me make this decision. Is that round 1 pick yours or from a trade? So we're actually reworking this trade, and I've been able to get a first rounder from them, and I'm only giving up next year's second round pick. So it was going to be me swapping a 1 for a 2 in this year's pick, but now we're actually going to get theirs, and the Hawks are trending towards not making the playoffs, so getting their first round pick is probably a lottery pick. But we did go through and crunch the numbers a bit. James Jones is a 90 3-point shooter, which we've got Thad Young, who's an 89. We got Peja, who's a 91. So we've got our 3-point guys still. Childress is a much better rebounder and I think slightly better defender. He's younger, so we can still try to emphasize and make his defense better. And pretty much everything else is very even. Except Childress is younger, so his numbers should, eventually go up. Where Jones is probably about where he levels off. That's what I was indicating there. So this, based on the potential deal that I put in Discord yesterday, this is actually a much bigger upgrade. But now we'll have potentially 2 first-round picks this year in a draft that we don't really want, and nowhere on my roster to put 2 more guys that are lottery picks. So we gotta still figure something out. I'm not sure what. But we've got so much trade capital now, draft capital. I don't want it. Our team is really, really young, and I'd like to just keep everybody in place. We could possibly draft a replacement for Channing Frye. We could draft a replacement for Ha, because they're free agents. Those are 2 options. And if there's a really, really good center, that might be the way to go, or a power forward. But I think, Darius Miles has been playing power forward more, and Marcus Aldridge is wanting to play like every minute he possibly can. He's getting like morale issues when he doesn't get to play 1,000 minutes. Too bad you can't draft players and stick them in Europe or the D League. Yeah, absolutely wish we had a D League. That would be amazing. Or draft one of these Euro guys, and I can let them still play for a year or 2, and before we call them up. But that's kind of why we like the Childress idea. The real life timeline. Childress left the NBA to go play in Greece. He was getting because there's some tax incentives and things, like it basically translated to him getting $8.5 million a year, and he had an option after each year to opt out and not finish the contract. So I mean, it was super friendly. In Greece, he maybe was a little bit more of the superstar than he could have been in the NBA, but I mean, he was pretty good at this point. The last year, like 2007, 2008 year, he was playing like almost 40 minutes a game. I think he was averaging about 15 a game. His three-point shot was starting to improve. And then when he came back from Greece, he went to the Suns, and he was just kind of not a good fit. Had some injury issues, and it never worked out. So he fits the mold for what, you know, we're doing with the hypothetical hoops. And I'm just cringing at doing this a little bit because of what it does to our what it does to our possible team chemistry, which isn't really that great anyway. So doing this now, early, I think still is probably right. And then Jones is a guy that we probably wouldn't re-sign. I think he's going to want more money than we would give him. So should I pull the trigger on this thing, especially now that we're not giving a number one away, we're getting a number one? Childress is already a sixth man, so he's not going to be upset about not starting. And he will probably play some shooting guard and maybe point guard at times. I mean, because Jones has had to do that. But we do have Garrett, and Garrett's decent for what we do. Don't shoot with him. Just play defense and assist the ball. So I'm okay with Garrett for now. All right, we're going to do it. You tell me to do it. We're going to do it. Let's do it. Let's smoke those celebratory cigars. We fire this thing up. Music's getting all rowdy, too. Seems like a perfect crescendo here. Cheers with Chongs. Let's get this boy on the court. Yeah, so the next big decision is, do we re-sign Channing Frye? Do we re-sign Ha? Do we let one of them walk and draft, replace through the draft? Because Channing Frye makes about the same amount as a first-round draft pick, but he's got decent potential. I mean, do we give up on Ha? We love Ha so much, and he's cheap. Not interested? What the fuck? The trade has been accepted. Wait, I said no to the... What? Wait, didn't I? I didn't force it, did I? It said, do you want to force this trade? And I said no, I thought. Let me do this. Let me out. Let me out. I want to load. I want to reload the game. I'm gonna try that again. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I just read or what just happened. But we're not going to force the trade. They said they're not interested, and it said, do you want to force the trade? And I did force it? Okay. I pushed the button to go down. I thought it said yes or no, and I pushed it one way or the other, and maybe I swapped them in my head or something. Or me pushing down. Maybe I didn't push down enough, and it didn't. I don't know. So, fuck. We gotta redo that. I think the, swapping the draft picks was too much for him. Alright, harden for the noise, because this shit's loud when this game starts up. So fucking loud, dude. I've got permanent hearing loss from this game starting. Even though it's in my profile to have no menu music, it's like profile's not loaded yet there. And we fucking die. We all die. Alright, here we go. Back to the trade table. I wonder if they take Kmart. I mean, they're almost interested in that. Except his shot is so fucked up on here, it's almost impossible. Like, they'll do that all day. And that's where I'm like, okay, they're a little too eager to do that. There's a drop off here. So we look and see if there's something else we can snag away. There really isn't. Nothing that's enticing. And they're made up draft pick dudes. He's got A+ potential though. Marvin Williams could be interesting. Dude, they're all in on that. Okay, so here we are. So I did hit down, and I shouldn't have hit down. That's what happened. Okay, so how do we restructure this? They'll give me next year's. That's basically the same deal. That's actually better. I have 3 draft picks first round next year. But this draft class is pretty weak, so I'd rather actually have a draft pick next year instead of this year. Now we're just getting greedy. So let's do it. Let's push the button again. Oh, baby. All right. What if you make the picks next year? You will read my mind. We're reading my mind. So this all gets very interesting. about that many minutes. Peja's not very durable, and he's tired. He gets tired as fuck. So I guess it's the same reason we don't try to push Odin too much. Childress still getting 20 though. Alright. Childress can probably even come down a little bit. So we did it. We did it. And it's saving it, so it's final. Team chemistry hasn't changed any yet. Let's see if that stays the same. Let's sim advance through date. Oh, it dropped 6%. That's not terrible. %. I kind of want to see, like, is there like some kind of reaction? Like, I don't know. I look at my general manager job status. Did that make him happy? His happiness looks a little bit higher. Okay. 52.8 million sitting in the bank here. Things are going real good. Let's make sure our scouts are doing stuff. Let me forget sometimes. Magnus Walgren's the dude we think might be the dude. And then OJ Mayo, you know, I've heard of him before. Some of these guys that I know what their ratings kind of are from college hoops, like scouting is going and finding out stuff that's like I knew that because I saw their rating on there, like they're super athletic or whatever. So I feel like we might be able to steal people like in second round. Like an OJ Mayo in the second round maybe would be alright. I'm okay with that. So against the defending champions, do we think we can simulate it? Would you like to schedule your practices? They just had an off day before the Celtics. Should probably give them an off day for the Clippers game. I just need to give them one on the 29th. And they got a game there though. Fuck. Give them something. That one gives them durability, so I've been doing it more. No of the other ones give our guys durability. And I'm not, you know, opposed to our guys getting better at rebounding. You know, I love that, so it's just a light rebounding to get that durability up. Alright. Let's actually sim this game. See, Boston's pretty decent, 8-4. They did lose to the Hawks by 15. That Hawks team we've now got Josh Childress from. So let's do it. Let's see how they sim. The team was simming real well. I probably shouldn't have screwed with anything. But we did. And so, you know, right off the bat, I feel like I'm going to put somebody else on Pierce than Peja. I think that's probably a good idea. And a lot of times this is where we would put James Jones in there. Childress is a little better than Jones defensively, so let's see how that, with that, we can see some payoff right away. I don't know if I'm just over eager to see our boy, but let's start it up. Yo, what's going on? Phenomenal. What's your record? Player stats? We're 7-5, and Odin's leading in scoring. We'll look at the stats after this game. We just pulled the trigger on that Josh Childress trade. We're seeing how well we simulate here. We ended up getting a first rounder, swapping a second round pick next year for a first round. Down 16 to last year's champs. Childress playing some power forward for us. Miles is playing center against KG. Okay. Pretty wild. We're getting clobbered, dude. Why did I try to change things that were working? James Jones was averaging over double digits. Are you in a different place? No longer in the basement? I've always been in the attic up here. It's just there's natural light up right now. Exact same place, buddy. We're getting destroyed, though. Holy shit. Curse of James Jones lingering with us? I mean, or we're just playing a good team. The game's not over yet. Maybe something changes. It's itching though. Something's fucking with my back. Wasn't feeling particularly great today. I've got some work I have to do, but I took the day off. Super tired, eyes and head hurting. I don't know if I'm getting sick. Cold weather came back and shit. I just don't feel like doing anything. When we start watch-alongs again, we need to figure out something. I mean, these hot summer nights sitting up here seem like the perfect time to do that. I'll get my PlayStation and start trying to do the Fire Pro stuff. I always say I'm going to do. Actually try and do it. This lineup right now. Thad Young in at center. Foul trouble. Everybody in foul trouble. And Childress is fucking out. He got hurt. Are you kidding? Get Fire Pro on PC. If I've been tempted, I've seen it a couple times for like $5, and I'm fucking so tempted. But I've already downloaded and got so many of the guys. I don't want to have to do that again. It's like you find it on sale sometimes for super cheap. But fucking Childress is hurt. What is that? Great trade, GM. Go get a guy that gets injured immediately. And they just keep putting people at weird positions. I mean, if you want to switch up their defensive assignment, that's one thing, but it doesn't make any sense. Alright, start the second quarter. We're getting crushed, dude. I should have played this one because we don't usually get beat like this. When we played, well, we got beat that one game pretty bad, so maybe not. There's B. Roy and Odin. Odin's got foul trouble. Like everybody right now has got 2 fouls. Aldridge, Conley, and B. Roy's been playing some point guard, so he was tired. He had to get a little breather in there. We're getting crushed. Alright, come back. Almost. If the foul trouble gets kind of under control. D Miles playing shooting guard. No, thank you. And Childress is fucking hurt, dude. We might be able to cut it within single digits again, but they just changed my lineup right back to what they had. Curse of Josh Childress. I think it's becoming a thing. Actually, if he's hurt and we get to play the Tucker guy, it could be a good thing if Tucker ends up being the real deal. But look at this now. Look at this now. Five-point lead at halftime. Morrison came in, got us some buckets. Conley got 2 fouls, but he was able to keep that under control. So far, so good, I guess. And we've been doing this a little bit lately, letting Garrett play there for defense, depending on who's playing at shooting guard. Gotta get Roy in there, though. He's a 94. So, play him a little bit like that. Alright, second half. Let's go. Are we going to continue this? Can we win? No, Boston's tied it up. Taking the lead. Lineup that I had in there didn't really work too well. Let me call timeout or sub in dudes. There we go, finally. Hear it in there for a second. Actually, staying tied up. There's a close one as the third quarter starts to dwindle down. And it's going to be tied. No, we got a 2-point lead going into the fourth. This team is hanging with last year's champs. Crazy Fingers, what's up, bro? We just made a trade for Josh Childress, trying to make this Blazers team, playoff bound. And he got hurt in the first fucking game. First game that he's on our team. I don't know how serious. Maybe it's just, poopy cramps. Should be back. But fourth quarter, we're up 2 on last year's champs. Doing real well. Not feeling so good, I guess. But called off work today. I'm going to have to still do some work later, I'm dreading. So we're here. Doing this. Aldridge has 4 fouls, but let him get after it for now. Until it becomes a bigger problem, right? Conley and Roy both have 3. It's been kind of a theme so far. Foul trouble. But 4th quarter, let's go. Boston ties it. Take the lead back. They tie it. Going back and forth here. Conley's got 19 and 8 assists, having a nice game. He's got 4 fouls though. Why do they do this? Wooden's got 5 fouls, so I mean, Jesus. Alright, tied up. 9:35 left. Alright, come on. Start getting the lead here. This lineup with Thad Young in there at point guard just is not acceptable. Channing Frye's in there. Our centers foul out. Aldridge has 5. Odin's got 5. Now's the time to be playing, though. Now we're getting blown out. Haas in there, I see. He was temporarily. Come on, down by 4. Fuck. I think they're gonna pull it off. Wait. Oh, we had a chance. It looked like separated shoulder for fucking Childress. 2 weeks. Unable to play. Welcome to the team, buddy. We're so glad you're here. But this is what I was saying, like, I think could be a good thing, is that this guy's going to get some minutes now that he would not have. I might play him quite a bit, who knows. I think Garrett needs to play a little bit more. Our boys might come back and not have a team. Might not have a spot on the team. If the Tucker dude plays like I think he might. Got some message in here. Player injury. 19 days. That's more than 2 weeks. That's, yeah, now we get the truth. We're up to 9-4, doing real well. Should we play this one? Let's play this one. It's Tucker's first game, and then we can sim probably these two. Although the Wizards are starting to play a little better. We're gonna see some Chris Paul action. I mean, he's on the cover of the game, right? Let's wait just for a second. This message that came through. Childress strained Achilles out for a month. 27 days. 4 weeks. Alright, now we're ready. It's going to be in Portland here. Team ratings changing based on who's on the roster and who's not available, and with James Jones gone, this is what we are, I guess, now. Let's see if they've got some throwbacks or something. Yeah, baby. Those are hideous, but I kind of like them. Let's see the throwbacks, though. Let's turn this music off. Why is this on?
Welcome, everyone. We're here in Portland, Oregon. The visiting New Orleans Hornets will face off against the Blazers.
In the Rose Garden, trying to stay above 500. Without our new acquisition, Josh Childress, the starting lineup's unchanged.
And without further ado, it looks like they're setting up for the tip-off. Passes it to the perimeter. Play the ball. Same side. To right. Spread it out. Right. Swing it back out. Hughes. They need to get off a shot.
Our old boy Larry Hughes. I was going to say, I thought we got Peja from these guys.
Now our sideline reporter, Craig Sager,
I can't remember if we got it from them or the Bobcats.
Well, guys,
Oh, I thought Peja was going to come out with the revenge tour.
But they proved their doubters wrong at 7-6. One of their calling cards this season has been their terrific free throw percentage, an attribute that can be huge in the clutch. We'll see if they can make it happen tonight against the Hornets.
How is that not 3 seconds either?
Thank you, Craig.
Paul is pulling everything out his bag of tricks tonight. Sweet little behind-the-back move right there.
Outright. Dishes to Peja.
Oh, wow. Bad pass.
The feed to Aldridge. Passes down low. 7 on the shot clock.
There it is. And one.
With the one-handed jam.
Well, he did a great job to absorb the contact and still knock it down. Heck of a play.
And a great second look with the spike slam cam. Shooting one. He completes the
Splash, baby.
Chandler inbounds the ball. The dump off to Hughes. To Chandler. The handoff to Wright.
Nice rebound by Aldridge. Let's go.
That's a little scary. If he's missing open layups, something's very, very wrong here.
Odin dishes
Aldridge underneath.
Hammered in on that last drive. Ooh, good lord. Gets it on the free throw line. Wright spins. Paul passes it to West. 6 seconds to shoot. Shoots it. A tough shot is missed by Hughes.
Was all over him with stifling deep. That's his MO.
Odin running the lane.
Shot dunked down by Odin. Backs in. West stopped the run.
Damn.
Gets it to the fall.
West was fading back on that, Jay, but he managed to drop it in.
Roth brings it up the floor. What a pass.
Wow. They just give me that one.
West inbounds the ball.
Aldridge threw that one down hard. Easy now. Don't break the rim. Hit me left, I'm open.
To Wright. Takes it up.
I don't know about that.
With the finger roll.
The defender was just too slow and he got burnt for the layup. He needs to work on that agility. Too slow, son.
Out left. Aldridge hands it off. Passes it to the wing. To Olden.
Oh, Olden.
Dumps it off to Conley.
Conley with the spin, baby. That was a nice little move.
Leads him in.
Oh, how does that happen?
Paul does a great
How did
job
that
of
happen?
seeing the floor. He led his man right to the bucket with that pass.
Jeez, Odin got tossed. Is he all right?
Aldridge inbounds the ball. Conley dumps it off to Pazian. Dishes to Odin. Perimeter. Passes it to Aldridge.
Oh, how does he miss that?
Snatches the defensive rebound.
Well, he doesn't have the softest touch, and with the D in his face, that made all the difference.
Paul has it left corner. 7 on the shot clock.
Jesus, dude, I just kept jumping and jumping and
Paul got a step on
jumping.
the D and worked inside for an easy layup.
Under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. The pass to Stojakovic. Bounce
Oh, that's
pass,
not what I
top of the
meant.
key. To Conley. Goes up.
There's that little spin again.
Layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Hughes. 7 on the shot clock. Hands it to Paul. Off
There we
target.
go.
Big
Odin
man
with the
coming
rebound.
through. That's a guy who can rebound his area.
By yourself. Has it baseline. Stojakovic passes it back to
Odin
Olden.
gonna earn a free throw. Get him out as soon as he does.
Shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. Both teams are going to make some
I
substitutions.
see 4. Garrett on the court at the same time. 2 of our draft picks last year.
He gets them both.
Soft touch, baby.
The Hornets will take their first timeout.
Scott can't be pleased with all these bricks. He needs them to work for good shot opportunities and then knock their shots down if they're going to win this one.
They're getting set to inbound the ball. The Blazers will make some substitutions. Wright inbounds the ball. Paul swings it to the outside. To Hughes.
Fuck.
All alone. Peterson
At least it's
reels
Hughes like
in
he
the
played last year
offensive
for
rebound.
us, missing threes.
Flipped up and in on that last layup.
Great hustle, Kev. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
About 4.5 minutes left in the first. Right side. Passes it to the outside. To number 13. Miles. Oh, barely misses the
Hey,
shot.
Miles, the worst free throw shooter on our team.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the
Shit,
first
computer
one.
shoots it for me.
The Blazers are making substitutions.
Nice touch. I don't know what that icon by Miles is. That little wing.
Passes it to Jackson.
I mean,
With the
he can
crossover.
fly. He's got the
Double
highest
clutches.
bird or something. I
Lays
don't
it
know.
right in.
Jackson left them all speechless with that sick double clutch layup.
Just over 4 minutes left in the first. Nice pass.
Fuller.
The last basket was nailed by Fuller.
Garrett knows just how to set up his team. Nice, unselfish play.
Fuller would, in theory, be like Nick Batum. He wouldn't let us change his name, or I was going to make him that, but
Dishes to Hughes. Jackson gets it.
we did change it to say he's from France.
Balance shot. Fry yanks it down.
Jackson got a pretty good look at that one, Kev. The D should really try to stay in his hip pocket.
Here's Fry.
Fry gets those easy buckets, though. I mean,
The D was so embarrassing. All the users
the game's not proportionate. Like, it's sometimes too easy on offense and the defense is too hard for this difficulty level.
To the free throw line.
But
That last 14-footer was buried by Wright.
we thought about stepping up the difficulty. Keep talking about it. Once we start dominating and winning a bunch, we will, but you know, it's not really happening.
Down off the beautiful pass.
Miles knows how to finish when he gets it close. Cocked it back with one hand and hammered it home.
Jackson feeds it to Peterson from just inside the arc.
He out-rebound both of us.
Ooh, nice feed by Wright.
Wright gets the credit for that one. Sweet dish to find his man on the inside.
Miles inbounds the ball. 2:41 left in the first quarter. Garrett.
It's like you just walk down the court and do that over and over and over. And then you'll eventually play somebody like the Spurs or somebody whose defense is too good and they won't let you do that. And then they just won't miss on offense. And then it's over. That's how the game goes. Hey, look who gets it.
Is such a die-hard defender. Every time he steps on the court, he's on a mission to lock you down.
My ass! Just dunk every fucking play. Why not?
Loves to step it home, and the defense didn't do much.
Just dunk it every damn time down.
Peterson tosses it up court. To the 10, and a foul's called.
Average husband, what's up, man? Charlotte, yeah, bro. This is actually the New Orleans Hornets. Charlotte Bobcats are still on here, so New Orleans Hornets just wearing some throwbacks.
Teams will make some substitutions.
How we doing, bud? We've used a sick day for work. I gotta do some work still, and inevitably, but playing some hoopers.
Gets them both. Fry inbounds the ball. 1:59 left in the first quarter.
Morrison with a nice lay-in, little scoop.
He's got such a knack for finding the open man.
Yeah, he picks defenses apart with absolute precision. Perimeter. Passes it to the left corner. Snatched down on D by Fry.
It's still early, Kev, but they need to get it together before they're too far behind. It hasn't been pretty so far.
The dump off to Fry. Hands it off to Garrett. 7 on the shot clock. To Fuller.
You got Fuller banging it in.
This is how they built an early lead. A relentless inside.
Dude, it's going to be hard to bench Fuller for Childress, man. I said he might not have a spot when he comes back. That was the other thing that we just did, Average Husband. We just traded James Jones for Childress, swapped our second-round pick next year for a first-round pick with the Hawks, and Childress immediately got hurt first game.
Dishes to Miles. Dumps it off. Rises and dishes.
There it is. Miles cuts to the hoop.
They've been unstoppable.
And some Thad and Odin time.
Outside.
Well, 2K8 didn't hurt anyone. Well, we used College Hoops 2K8 to export rosters in here. That's why this particular year of it we're playing.
He couldn't have asked for a better look.
Bold pass.
And we're just dunking on these bitches.
Throws down the reverse jam.
420 Trailblazers, dude. I forgot about Morrison. Yeah, that's kind of the theme of this playthrough is Like, we got Childress because he was out of the league. He left and went to Greece, so kind of curious what his career could have been like if he had stuck around and gotten a decent contract. He's got a really friendly contract. That's actually why we moved to get him. But we had Tucker, who's essentially Nick Batum, that we drafted. Get in there, damn it! But we're playing him for the first time because our roster was just too deep. This is the first time he's actually had a chance to get in the game.
The Blazers got out to a good start.
Well,
Some bad young here.
Paint, Kevin. They've been muscling up inside, and that's been the key.
Miles inbounds it to start the second quarter. The handoff to Garrett. The feed to Morrison. Passes back perimeter to Miles.
Miles, oh.
Fouled as he went in for the jam. The D saved the dunk.
Just reading up on Odin yesterday, oddly enough. Yeah, I mean, he was on the cover of College Hoops 2K8 and an Ohio State guy, so it seemed fitting that we went to the Blazers. I don't really have a basketball team I root for. If I did, it's kind of probably the Blazers. I just kind of like Portland in general, too. Kind of a good liberal-minded, wild, freewheeling place. And we have a bunch of stories here, like with players that, like Adam Morrison, Odin, Brandon Roy, Darius Miles, that all really could have used an alternate ending to their careers, right? Oh, Odin gets bumped, but
Last shot by Miles. Leads him with the pass. The last layup was
damn
dropped
it.
in by Hughes.
no home team. I'm in Ohio, but I'm not a Cleveland fan. I kind of like their team now. I'm not a LeBron guy for sure,
Odin inbounds the ball.
and I'm a Cincy guy more than anything. So
Botches the dunk.
Cleveland just in general, sports not my thing. So I could cheer for the Pacers. I kind of did. I kind of liked the Danny Granger era there, and I don't root against them or the Pistons.
Passes it to Miles.
Miles finally didn't get dunked, blocked.
Kenny, I don't think there's any question.
Maka Waka, what's going on? Hello, sir.
Absolutely, Kev.
Hope you're doing well. Is this game realistic, or will Odin not break his knee? He, in the first season, broke an ankle and was out for 41 days.
Down low.
And so I immediately invested in Papadopoulos, man. Is that a real person? Or is that one of the created players on here? Papadopoulos. It's a nice, solid Greek name there. But what was I saying?
Conley
What was I
passes it to the
saying?
baseline. The last layup was dropped in by Miles.
He did get hurt, and then we went into our team staff and upgraded our medical staff immediately. And now I've also been trying to use some of our practices to do the drills that give them durability.
Cut the lead to 6.
And so far so good since that broken ankle. But that's kind of why this is alternate hypothetical histories.
Odin
We
crosses it
have
over.
the benefit of hindsight to try to
Conley
be a little more
dumps it off to
proactive.
Odin.
Oh, wow. Morrison still ends up with it.
Morrison takes it up.
And shoots it behind the backboard. Okay.
After the shot.
Cincy is Bearcats, right? Yeah, Cincy Bearcat basketball. Or Xavier.
The Hornets will take a timeout.
Miles has got the hot hand, and they needed to call timeout to figure out what they're going to do about it.
Pops is real. Used to love saying his name. They say there's some players on here that weren't real. We're doing the NBA exports, the rosters from NCAA, but it also will still generate international.
Both teams
So there's always going to be fictional international players. Just somewhat fucking just
Straight man-to-man defense.
destroying my
to Hughes.
what is it? My OCD. because I would go in there and rename them. Like Fuller on our team should be Nick Batum. I would rename these people. I would try to make it accurate, but you can't rename them. Once they come into the, you can't rename them. And you can't change their physical attributes, just their height and weight. You can't actually change their face or do anything. Do I have a college team in Ohio? I went to Ohio State, so I kind of support them. Cheering for them in basketball is pretty frustrating.
Passes it up court. Odin hands it off to Roy.
I like Dayton. Just grew up watching Dayton basketball, Dayton Flyers, so I cheer for them by more than anything. Oh, that was a bad pass. But like for NBA basketball, it's like geographically, Indianapolis was probably closest to where I grew up, or Detroit, probably Detroit. And my grandma was a Lions fan, so I kind of like Detroit a little bit, but oh my God, how does he get blocked like that? Our lead, dude, we were destroying them, and then all of a sudden they came back, and it's only just 8. Lost focus a bit. We were dunking on them every fucking play, and now they're dunking on us every play.
Great delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the D and set up the shot perfectly.
It's a 6-point game. Skips it to Conley.
That little left-hander.
Sweet touch by the 2-year man out of Ohio State. High post. Sizing up his man.
Wow, Peja's so bad on defense, especially at power forward. I gotta get him out of there.
Right around 6 minutes left in the second. Dishes to Odin.
Peja, where'd that come from?
Stojakovic isn't going to win any dunk contest, but if you give him a chance, he'll happily throw it
The
down.
monster jam.
West gets it on the perimeter. That last 18-footer was off the mark. The pass to Peja.
Somebody gotta do
Pass
something here.
left side to Young.
Bag Young, that's a tough shot.
Young is just a terrific shooter. Great form.
Sometimes with the angle, like the camera perspective, I can't really see what the dude's doing. And like, he starts to go through the lane. It looks like he's got a layup, but he's actually piling on people there.
7 on the shot clock. Releases, and it's rebounded by Odin.
They've been dominating the board, and that's why they're dominating the scoreboard. These guys are playing their hearts out.
Odin passes back to Roy. Gets it baseline. Peja dumps it off. Shot clock winding down. Odin.
Odin.
Up, rips it down with one hand.
Too easy. Far too easy.
Paul swings it to right. Here's
Wow, Paul just went right around me.
Paul can really
Some
fill it
subs
up.
in.
It's a good idea to keep getting him the ball.
Oh shit, that was supposed to go to Odin. The putback.
Last basket was buried by Odin. He's an animal on the offensive boards.
He sure is. You know, he's very skilled at it. But more than anything, he just wants it more. It's as simple as that.
To West, baseline. 7 on the shot clock. Dishes it to the right side. Throws it up.
There you go, D. Locking him down.
By West. The handoff to Roy. To Stojakovic. Roy. Automatic.
Bangs it in, baby. 14-point lead.
You can't pass it up.
Passes it to right. Fires from 14.
Bad Young's in his face there.
Fouls it, and that's his 7th rebound so far.
In the best of circumstances,
Peja cutting through.
and that's not the best of circumstances.
They're gonna call a timeout, I assume, if I get these subs in. Even if I make the subs, I have to get a timeout before they'll actually get in the game.
Left block. The layup flipped in by Chandler.
Paul is an out.
Let's call a timeout.
Standing passer, and he did a nice job to find his man with the bounce pass. Great teamwork. McMillan looks like he saw some things out there he wanted to go over with his squad. In this game, it's going to be important that everyone's on the same page.
Let Chandler deal with Hop for a little while, see how he likes that.
Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball.
Oh, it's going to be Peterson. We should go with the small ball lineup here.
Fuller inbounds the ball. The Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Passes it to number 13.
What are you going to do about that?
Gently in.
I love that they're staying aggressive and just keep piling on the point. Straight man-to-man D here.
Hughes gets it on the corner. The dish to Paul. Skip pass out left. 7 on the shot clock. To Paul.
Oh, left Paul.
Misses from just
Worked
inside
out.
the arc.
Limiting second chance buckets is a hallmark of solid D. They're really controlling the board.
Number 13. Bounces it to Conley. Great pass.
Aldridge is a tough runner.
Nice shot by the third-year man out of Texas. Has it on the perimeter. Right, dumps it to Paul. Hughes with the
Damn. Hughes never did that when we had him.
With that great feed, he's a natural with the ball. If you're open, he'll find it.
Conley tosses it up court. Fuller dumps it off to Aldridge. Fuller hands it off to Conley. Number 13 passes it back to the outside. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Aldridge.
Aldridge just takes what he wants, dude.
No answers on D. They can't do anything to stop him.
Peterson inbounds the ball. To right. Left wing. Dishes to the top of the key. To Jackson. Shot clock winding down. Shoots it up.
Let that dude shoot that.
The wing J missed by Wright. The Blazers with a nice lead.
Yeah, they're playing well.
I mean, sling it through there to Hop.
Home off the sweet hit.
He's not the greatest athlete, but he's got the length to stuff it home when he gets inside.
He said, nah, right, not my house. I'll, like, plays better defense than he gets credit for sometimes. At least distorting people's shots.
Prefer to square up
You
for
know,
the
get,
shot.
oh, just threw that right to him.
What the D gives you.
Dishes it to Hughes. Isolates. Paul takes it up.
Oh, hell no. Aldridge was, I couldn't tell who blocked it.
Both squads will make some substitutions.
What Buzzbot starts randomly speaking German?
Butler inbounds the ball. Hughes misses the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first half. The score, 62
18-point lead. I don't know how we're doing that.
It's definitely been a one-sided game so far. Now it's time for
Tucker coming in, making a big
halftime
difference.
report.
On the Trailblazers, Odin has been working hard on the glass. He's our rebound leader with 7. Conley has done a great job of
My
finding
daughter
his
hears me
teammates with
streaming.
his
She's
assist
probably
total
gonna
at
come up.
5.
She gets in the
Let's
house.
have a look at the team stats from the first half. The Blazers have been doing a great job of distributing the rock and finding the open man.
Yeah, if they can keep it up, I think they'll only increase their lead.
Well, the second half will begin in just a few moments.
Turnovers have been pretty minimal for both teams. Son is losing his shit right now. Supposed to be napping, but he hasn't gone to sleep yet. Just screaming. Oh, that's lovely. It's kind of sunny and nice here. Maybe he sees the sun. We were always really just adamant about trying to control the light and stuff. That seemed to make a big difference about being able to get our daughter to sleep and do what we wanted at certain times based on if it was daylight or night. If we wanted her to be awake when people were coming over and stuff, and just being able to control how much light was around her seemed to be a big deal. Let's take a look at this box score after the first half. So we're been able to keep Chris Paul relatively in check. That'll be a big part if we were able to win this game. Let's continue to do that. It's Papadoulos down here. Papadopoulos, I should say. I think Lambros Papadopoulos, is this a real person? It says 2008 draft, so I think it's one of the fictional dudes. Hook that nursery up with some nice curtains. Nice, yeah. Block the sun from existing. Just overtired, yeah. Give him some sweet potatoes. Sounds good, man. The shit that we fed our daughter, I was like, you know, if I ate this, I'd be super healthy too. It was like avocados a lot of time. That was kind of our like grab and go snack. If we needed to feed her somewhere, we could always, if we had an avocado, a good ripe one, we just cut it in half and she'd like smash it up and spoon it to her. Odin's got 11 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Damn. Nice start to the game for him. Miles is leading all scorers though with 13. Need to try to keep him on the court a little bit more. Conley with his normal 5 assists. He's always leading the team there. Roy's got 5 of his own. Fuller, not too bad in his first minutes of work. 4 points. Garrett's got 6 assists off the bench. All right, let's start the second half. See if we can keep it going. Up 18.
Aldridge inbounds it to start the second half. Fry gets it outright. The pass back to Roy. Here's Fry.
Oh, Fry rejected.
Got all of that one. That's his 3rd block of the contest.
Another block.
Chandler.
Oh, man, they're going to have nightmares about him. Close out.
I don't know why Fuller started. I was thinking of the politician. There's probably somebody who's played, because most of these last names are based on somebody, like it's a bank of names of somebody who actually played, and they just, you know what I mean, match up a data bank of one name with a existing, like that's how NCAA basketball is. When I'm creating players, anybody that existed in the league at the real time's name is in that database.
Chandler yanks it down inside.
Fucking 2 quick fouls already. God damn. First baby food I've made, and I was pretty damn proud. Boiled 6 sweet potatoes mixed with some breast milk. Nice, hell yeah. I'd eat that. Do you ever eat any of your moms, your baby moms? Product. My wife was always like so grossed out about it. I'm like, you should be tasting it to see what it is. Like if the baby doesn't like that, you know, because your diet made it taste bad, you would know then at least, right? I was always surprised at how much like what you ate would make a difference. And our daughter had like dairy allergies, so if my wife had much dairy, it ended up making her feel it on the other end. Turned it to a very fine mush, a nice puree. My daughter liked the stuff to have a little bit of texture to it. She didn't want it to be too smooth, like it couldn't be like a smoothie. It needed to be at least kind of like, you know, like clay, kind of. You smash it together, at least kind of stick together. Fuck us, dude. This is how they all come back. This is how the leads evaporate. Let's go. Defense is able to stop it. Right the ship. And then we just give it away again. God damn it. Stupid lazy with these entry feeds.
And we managed to do just that. It's definitely a key for us. No question about that, guys.
Well, some teams take what the defense gives them. But good teams take
no. They've
gotten the ball inside out.
Wow.
And we'll see if the D can find a way to shut him down here in the second half. Aldridge hands it off. They need to get off a shot. Conley leads.
Peja, you son of a bitch.
The last layup, no good.
I think we need to ship Peja out somewhere.
When you attack a great defender, you gotta come with something.
We've got all these draft picks next year. We've got 3 first-round draft picks. So before the draft, we'll move them, and we'll maybe move Peja early in the season because we've got all these young small forwards and shit that are more athletic. He can shoot the 3, but he's so bad at defense, and then he misses the inside. Like we need a fucking small forward that more like Darius Miles that would dunk that every time, or Thad Young who would dunk that shit from the foul line. Got a bottle feed. Catch you later, Holmes. I appreciate you coming through. Good to see you, bub. Carry that little man. Sure that bottle will help him sleep. That warm belly. Ooh, tummy.
Aldridge inbounds the ball. Dicey pass.
Boy, hell yeah. We're still up 13.
Scott doesn't like the inside buckets they've been allowed.
I'm done with Peja. Fuck him, dude.
On defense and keep their man in front of them.
Should we put Peja on the trade block? See if anybody will give us anything? Literally anything for him?
Well, let's get back to the action. Well, both teams are making substitutions.
He simulates well though, so I mean, since we're gonna probably not play very many of the games, we can just substitute around him and only have him in there when we want to shoot threes.
Double clutches, a foul called, and he earns a trip to the line.
Get somehow creative. Foul trouble, not too bad. Not like when we simulate and everybody's got 2 or 3 by now.
Can't sink the first.
Larry Hughes, who finished the season on our team and was the guy we traded for Peja.
Good on number 2. Miles inbounds the ball.
They're D'ing up man to man.
There it is. No one's stealing that one.
Way to throw it down. Nice jam.
Right around 7 minutes left in the third. Left side. With the crossover. Dishes it to the perimeter.
Damn, I guess I can't leave him that open.
Jackson was off balance and he
I guess I can't leave him that open. Is that a long 2 or is that a 3? It's a 3.
To Aldridge. Goes up.
Fuck.
Peterson corrals the miss inside.
It's only a beautiful move if the shot goes in.
Get that close to the hoop and then miss. Oh, that gets sent back. Who blocked that, Miles?
Gorgeous pass.
Gorgeous pass. It got fucking blocked off the dude's head.
Passes it to Conley. Right side. The dump off to Conley. Passes it to Miles.
I say cut to the
Dumps
hoop
it
for
off to
me.
Aldridge. 6 seconds to shoot.
Odin goes off the
It
glass.
counts. Nice bucket by the two-year man out of Ohio State. Hughes has it left wing. The feed to Jackson. Dish right wing to Paul. Peterson swings it to Hughes.
Off the mark, baby.
Three-point range.
Oden's almost got 10 points or 10 rebounds. He's got 9 now.
Gets it on the low block.
Oh, he's sloppy on
Nice
that.
shot missed by Oden. About 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Oden is not the guy who you look for soft layups and heavy traffic. Next time,
Sure he is.
Hughes dishes to Peterson. Here's Jackson.
Blocked by Roy.
He made that block look too easy.
The big boy coming to the lane ain't gonna stop that.
Jammed in by Oden.
Risk your health trying to get in front of that one.
Dynamite score.
Hughes inbounds the ball. Jackson brings it up the floor to Paul. Shot clock winding down. Right, dumps it off.
Damn, dude.
That shot harder than it had.
I'm trying to guard him and he just slips behind me for a second, and that's what happened.
Rises and dishes.
Conley's been making some inside buckets for us. Big addition.
That's why you work the ball inside. Nice finish there.
And that's stolen away by Miles. There we go.
Great reflexes. He pounced in and picked that one off easily.
Outside. Passes it to the top of the key. To Roy.
Fuck, I meant to throw that to
They need to get off a
Aldridge. He
shot.
was cutting right through the lane.
Hands it off. Pulls the trigger. The three-point attempt missed by Roy.
Roy got a pretty good look at that one, Kev. The D should really try to stay in his hip pocket.
Last tray off the mark by Peterson. Passes it to Oden. Dicey pass.
Miles with the man in his face.
From the right block.
His scoring ability is so valuable, Kevin. He's a guy you can rely on to make shots.
Leads him with the pass. Hughes can't get the double clutch layup to drop.
That's a little scary. If he's missing open layups, something's very, very wrong here.
Odin underneath.
By Oden. Peterson inbounds the ball. The Hornets
20-point
are down.
lead all of a sudden.
Yeah, they need to find some answers and quickly.
Leads him with the pass.
Oh, damn.
That last dunk was slammed down by Wright.
Big time. The wind-up and then the jam.
Aldridge passes it up court. Left side. Here's Oden. Yes!
Odin just eating him alive.
Beautiful job to maintain control and sink the basket.
The Hornets will bring out some reserves. Good for the three-point play. 2:44 left in the third.
Straight man-to-man D here.
Dishes to Brown. Wright has it right side. The pass to Hughes.
Stolen.
The steal by the Blazers.
Now that's sloppy. You have to thread the needle when you pass.
Miles.
That wasn't even close.
He is dominating right now.
Get your money's worth. Those three-point plays are backbreaking.
Both teams are making substitutions. He completes the three-point play. Papadopoulos inbounds the ball. Close out. Pass outright. Tighten up on him. To Paul. Ball. Terrific pass. Papadopoulos is on it.
There's stopping him.
Papadopoulos isn't the smoothest of shooters, but come on, you can't let easy layups pass you by.
The handoff to Garrett. Number 13. Dishes it to Miles. Oh, barely misses
Keep
the
feeding it
shot.
to Miles.
Go to the line for two.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first one. Both teams are going to make some substitutions. And he
Way
splits
off.
the free throws.
An average free throw shooting team is turning into a terrible one today. They better get their act together and start hitting those.
Damn.
Last basket on the mark by Peterson.
He knows how to
I'd
set
like
up
to think
guys
if we
up.
go into the fourth with a 20-point lead, we can't lose. But if they crack under
Inbounds
20,
the ball.
anything's possible, really.
Gets it right wing. Miles passes it to Fry. Garrett dumps it to the paint.
With the big
Nice
shot
made in by
inside.
number 13.
Made the most of that height advantage there on the inside and dropped it in.
To Peterson. Out left. West backs him down. Dishes it to the wing. Shot clock winding down. Shoots.
Damn.
Hits the jumper. Sweet touch by the 6-year veteran out of Xavier. Conley passes it up court. Rises and dishes. Garrett dumps it off to Conley. To Garrett. Conley. 6 seconds to shoot.
Oh, look good, but
Front rim and doesn't go. The Hornets have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them.
Baseline jumper grabbed by number 13.
They're probably home for the last shot.
Conley hands it off to Fry. Swings it to Miles. Perimeter. Passes it to Conley. Garrett has it baseline. The dish to Conley. Hands it off to number 13. Goes up.
oh, Hog
The
gets
shot clock, but doesn't get
just
the
to the
shot.
rim, but can't put it in.
We're at the end of the
Up
third
23
quarter.
going into the fourth. I think we got it.
7-64. Odin has played his heart out. 20 points and 9 rebounds. He's 1 rebound shy of a double-double.
Well, he's been a nightmare in the paint. He's got a whole bag of tricks down there, and they can't seem to do anything to stop him.
All right, the fourth quarter should begin momentarily. Chandler inbounds it to start the fourth quarter.
Tighten up, play him tight. Zipper, 88 zip. Back door.
Jackson hands it off. Got a hand
That
on
was
it.
blocked.
Feeds to the elbow. Offensive rebound corralled by Papadopoulos. That
There it
nice
is.
20-footer was offline by
Mr.
Brown.
Garrett boxing
And now
out
our
top.
sideline reporter Craig
Papadopoulos.
Sager has some information for us. Craig?
Well, over the break, I listened in by the Blazers bench. Coach McMillan warned his squad to get back in transition. They've been giving up too many fast break buckets, and he wants to put an end to it.
Bad.
He said, "Let's slow
Thought he
them
might
down
dunk
and
it from
make them
there,
take
but
tough shots."
just took a
Thanks,
jumper.
Craig.
Dumper.
To Peterson with the shot. Chandler inhales it. Takes it up. Flushes it with the
Chandler
one-handed
fucking
jam.
getting all the
Finally,
rebounds.
someone found the bottom of the net. Man,
Shit, here they come. Here's the comeback.
Nice dish by Brown.
Jackson made the D a non-factor on that one. He's so quick, he can get position on you in a blink of an eye.
Garrett dishes it to number 13. Gets it left wing.
No one can hit a three.
By Peterson. That'll be his 6th rebound of the game.
Chandler has read the scouting report, and he knows what to do. Play him close and don't give him any open jump shot.
Jackson takes it up. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go.
Was right in his face and forced the miss. He takes defense personally. He just hates to be
Oh, just walks down the court and gets a bucket.
By number 13. Peterson inbounds the ball. The Hornets are down big.
Yeah, they need to find some answers and quickly.
Jackson passes it to Chandler. Crosses it over. The dump off to Papadopoulos. 6 seconds to shoot. Jackson swings it to the outside. Can't make the open shot.
Jackson just blew that shot.
To Fry.
Oh, Fry gets blocked on the dunk.
That's his 4th block of the game.
Chandler
He's
fucking
really
regulating
locked
in the paint.
Oh, spiked it right back.
To the free throw line. Jackson, it's good.
Jackson stepped to the bumper and rifled it in.
This thing's getting a little sketchy.
Number 13 will bring it up court himself. Dumps it off. Passes back to the left side. To Roy. Bold pass. Here's number 13.
Says, take that shit, Chandler.
Isn't going to win any dunk contest. But if you give him a chance, he'll happily throw it down on you.
Brown with the crossover. Dishes to Jackson. 7 on the shot clock. Nails the floater.
What a smooth lay-in. I love the dunk, but you got to give it up for that lay.
Fry tosses it up court. The handoff to Fry. Dumps it off to Garrett. Left side. Number 13 dumps it off to Young. Dishes it to
Again.
They did a great job to absorb the contact and still knock it down. Heck of a play.
Well, both teams will make some substitutions. He can't complete the three-point play. The Hornets have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them.
Takes it up. It's blocked.
Blocked.
Feels like deja vu. Just one great block after another.
Leads him in.
Garrett with the left hand.
Papadopoulos inbounds the ball. Right around 6 minutes left in the fourth. Oh, beautiful pass. West to the rack. Roy reels in the defensive rebound.
West doesn't have the softest touch around the rim, and if you need proof, look no further.
Just floats it to Ha, who's taking over.
By number 13. Brown brings it up the court.
Isn't a great leaper, but when you're as tall as he is, you're bound to get a dunk now and then.
That last shot dropped in by Jackson. Garrett passes it up court.
By yourself.
Roy gets it outright. The feed to Peja. 7 on the shot clock. Passes, low block.
Oh,
No good on the last
that
layup.
wild
by
fader.
Roy.
The D was lurking on that one. It was just barely enough to throw it off.
Jackson crosses it over. Puts it up. Off right island.
Well, he had a decent look there, but he still couldn't hit it.
Garrett dumps it off. Number 13 hands it off to Garrett.
Back out, baby, back out.
To Young.
Check outside.
Bad Young.
Finishes with the soft touch.
Garrett threaded the needle with that pass and got his man for the inside bucket. Nice feed.
Here's
Ah, with the block.
perfect swat.
Oh, Thought he had enough separation, but those 7-footers can make up some ground.
Number 13 passes it to Page. Hammer, and he'll go to the line.
This one's pretty much over. Over 22, 24-point lead. Listen, 4 minutes to go.
And he makes the first one. Both squads are going to make some substitutions. He's off on the
Damn,
second.
that's that one hard.
The Hornets have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them.
What you gonna do?
Has it right wing.
Get him. Kick it out. Kick it out.
They need to get off a shot.
What you gonna do?
Sails in.
Damn.
Got the layup by Armstrong.
You can't forget about him while you're boxing out. He lives for those offensive boards.
Tighten up on him. He open on the
Morrison.
right side.
Beja!
Great delivery with
Gotta get him some stats just to make him stay happy or give him more trade bait.
Papadopoulos inbounds the ball
Kick it out. Kick it out.
to Papadopoulos.
Play the ball. Play the ball.
Perimeter. Butler, the tray.
Coming off. Get that
Odin
ball.
snatches it down inside.
He's having a big game on the glass. Great hustle.
Check outside.
Dumps it to the inside. The steal by the Hornets. Rises and dishes.
There was too much traffic in there to let that one go. Not a good pass.
By yourself. By
The
yourself.
dump off to Butler. To Seymour. Fires.
Watch your
And it's off. Questionable decision making there.
I guess you gotta admire his optimism. He actually thought he could make it.
Peja getting some buckets.
Jammed in by Peja. 2:46 left in the
The
game.
whiners like Aldridge, yeah.
Hornets will take a timeout.
Got him in there.
Scott is starting to get nervous about all these misses.
Morrison.
He'll draw up a play here to try to jumpstart their offense.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
They're getting set to inbound the ball. Both squads will make some substitutions. Peterson inbounds the ball.
Get him. Get him. Close out. Close out.
Jackson swings it to Peterson. That last shot missed from just inside the arc.
Peterson
Aldridge
loves
gonna take
those
it up
mid-range
against.
pull-ups, but just couldn't bag it that time.
There you go.
Perfectly with the pass.
10 points for Aldridge. I just don't know why he always is whining other than he wants to be like a star. He wants us to change his role to being like a star.
Passes it to Seymour.
We can look at that. I mean, maybe there's a different level of starter that we can
One-on-one.
set him at.
6 seconds to shoot. Jackson misses the leaner.
Limiting second chance buckets is a hallmark of solid D. They're really controlling the board.
Stojakovic gets it high post. Hands it off.
Play him strong.
The handoff to Morrison. Shot clock winding down.
Boom, look at that. I didn't know Fuller had some touch.
Hornets use their second to last timeout.
Scott doesn't look happy. And he's going to take some time to iron some things out here.
Miles has already had a big game, so I don't think he needs to be in. Let's put Garrett in.
They're getting set to inbound the ball. Conley will go to the bench, and with their lead, he'll probably be a spectator for the rest of the game.
Lost isolation. Close out.
Peterson inbounds the ball.
Press him up. Let's go. What you gonna do? Down low baseline.
The pass to Peterson. Flipped up and in on that last layup.
Peterson somehow found a way to flip it in even with the defender right in his face. Nice touch inside.
Pick him up.
Peja hands
Stay
it
with him.
off.
Stay with him.
Dumps it to the inside.
Peja!
Nice shot, stuffed through for 2.
Put a fork in him, Kev. This game's a wrap.
Jackson is
That's all we want him to do. Is if he just does that and shoots some threes, then we won't trade him because it's perfect. But he can't reliably do this for us unless he's playing against the backups like right now.
to Stojakovic. Goes up with a
Fourth quarter with a double-digit lead. You can't be in better position than that.
Jackson crosses it over. Dishes to Seymour. Gets it on the free throw line.
Oh, how did I not get that rebound?
16-footer was off the mark by Jackson.
It is.
That last layup was missed by Seymour.
Seymour has got to be upset. Anytime you get to the rim like that, it's a tough miss.
Morrison passes it back to Garrett. Dangerous pass.
Aldridge inside.
Butler inbounds the ball. The Hornets have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them.
Jackson hauled in. Peterson.
Come on, I hate when this shit happens.
Second effort. What a play.
Just
Great hustle,
rebound
Kev.
over and
The
over
harder
on
you
me.
work, the luckier you get.
Spread it out.
Oh, terrific pass. Aldridge.
Gonna stack some points for Aldridge. I don't know what it takes to make him happy. Is he like 35-point wins?
The Hornets are making substitutions. Gets them both. Butler inbounds the ball. Hold in.
One last rebound for him.
The Blazers
Yo,
lose to a win.
36
They fall
points. We
Hornets
just smashed them.
72 to 81. They held the advantage on points in
We
the
just
They
smashed
won this
them.
game thanks to their dominance down low. They played stifling defense in the middle. And on the other end, they pounded the ball inside with repeated success.
Okay.
Okay.
Is our Jordan
20 and 10, 7 assists.
and he had an amazing
And he didn't play
performance.
hardly any in the
His
second
hard
half,
work on the
or
glass
fourth
was
quarter, I should
crucial
say.
to their victory, Kevin. He did a great job of battling down low.
All right,
Monster
let's take a look
dunk.
at the hot zones.
Hot zone.
And that
4 of
about
4
wraps it up.
free throws.
Kenny Smith and Craig Sager. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We were able to completely keep Chris Paul in check. Give credit to Conley and our boy Garrett. Miles had 19 points in 15 minutes. 2 steals. Aldridge ends up finishing with 14. Ha gets 14. Conley gets 10 and 10. Peja goes double digits. Fuller's first game gets 7 points. 6 points, 8 assists for Brandon Roy. 12 assists off the bench from Garrett. This dude's starting to become like impossible to not play. Morrison gets us a few minutes of good play. Josh Childress may not have a spot when he comes back. There may not be a spot. Chemistry's 15% there. Let's see what this message is. Mike Bibby with a broken wrist. That's gonna hurt. They're not doing real well anyway. The Sonics, dude, are just on fire though. The Warriors are on fire right now. That was a big win against the Hornets. Keep us close to them there. So we're at the 8th spot right now. Lakers looking up. I don't know how long the Nuggets are going to be doormats. The Kings without Bibby are in real trouble. Bucks are real bad. Sixers are starting to get it together. The East in general are real bad. Let's see what's going on with some of these teams. This Kyle Korver leading the team in scoring. Steve Francis there in Philly. I forgot about him. They made some moves. Our old teammate Rafe LaFrentz getting minutes. The Wizards have been struggling. Grant Hill has not been playing very well, as he shouldn't be expected to. But Anton Jameson's hurt. Definitely having an impact. And how is this Warriors team going off? I think it's Nocioni's just blowing up. Brendan Wright probably playing better than he ever did in real life. They got Mike James in a trade with the Rockets late in the season last year. They pulled in Delonte West. Was Bellinelli a signing too? No, he's always been there. They got Delonte West. This fella here. We just got a deep team. Jalen Rose. That Barnes sitting there at the bottom too. 80 overall. It's a super deep team. Who else was doing good that we didn't expect? Sonics. And it's because of this guy here, Ellis Keller. And this team was built a lot like ours when we got started. Is that like the Sonics had 8 or 9 dudes that any of them probably could start on their team. They wouldn't probably start most places, but the team just had a bunch of guys that all were decent. And then they have, Kevin Durant, so that helps. But then they drafted this rookie who is playing off the charts, probably rookie of the year. And so this team's like all wings, just a bunch of dudes killing you on the wing. You got Durant, Keller, 6'7" shooting guard, Zerbiak, a 6'7" shooting guard, Ridnour, who's not really a flamethrower, but he's shooting 32% on here. And you got Collison, who I think can shoot a little bit from outside. No, maybe not. But Jeff Green, some more wing action. Young, defensive, long. Some solid, steady point guard play from Ridnour and Watson. Interesting team there. There you see Keller, rookie report. Fuller plays 1 game, goes on to the 5th. Immediately goes on to the 5th spot. Where's our Garrett? Our dude Garrett, who's been... No, it's not sorted by how good they are. It's just by points per game. Let's say because Garrett is like best assist. He doesn't play much. When he does, he's always getting assists. Kobe's still leading in scoring, but it's definitely come back down to reality. James is close. Carmelo Anthony's gone up, and then Bibby, who's just got hurt. You saw he's going to be out for 40 days. Dude was having 28 points a game. The Kings are going to be in trouble. Real trouble. Shit, Mike Bibby, forgot about him. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a nice history going back in time, and then things are starting to differentiate, like our world from reality, starting to become a little more distinct. especially with the trades and things that we've made on our team here. But got this game with the Clippers coming up. I want to sim this one. We'll see how we do. Still waiting for Childress to come back. I'd like to maybe stream later so we can see Childress actually in a game. Of these games here, we could probably sim. Probably should play. Suns are pretty good. Probably should play. Sim. The Sonics are playing real well, so we probably need to play that one. And the Lakers are struggling. They're not doing that great right now. They're not in the playoffs, so sometimes we sim, our team does better than we do when we actually play them. The fuck is this bot? What is he saying? Bottle butted him. It sometimes doesn't say shit. It's just a fucking bot. And then it'll start talking all the time. Like it didn't say anything for a long time, and then all of a sudden. Oh man, so I guess let's simulate this one with the clips. We'll do the hoop cast so we can try to control our substitution patterns. Who we got here? Coutinho Mobley always blows up on us pretty much every time. This Randall dude, we were scouting him heavy. He's a rookie. We almost drafted him. I'm going to let Miles start. And let's go. Up by 3. That's a nice start. Conley hit a 3. They put Peja back in. Against my will. Odin's already got a foul. Ain't gonna like this, but you know what? We're trying to force our guys into lineups here. Rookie on rookie. They call timeout and undid all my lineup. And the Clippers are beating us. All right, down by 1. Come on. Jesus, the Clippers putting it on us now. Not looking good here. Still down by 9. Finally get a bucket. Down by 7 after the first quarter. And we're trying to keep fucking Odin and Aldridge out of foul trouble, but they keep putting them back in the game. All right, second quarter. All right, down by 3, down by 2. A crazy ass lineup with Thad Young at point. Don't want that. Down by 6, down by 9. On. Putting this crazy ass lineup with Fuller at point guard. No. Don't want. See if we can get back in this. Down by 10. Still a lot of time left, but down 12 at the half. Not looking good. We always lose to the Clippers when we sim it. I don't know why. When we sim, they beat us. All right, come back. Let's go. Come on. Cut this to single digits. No. Going to. Jesus, dude, we're getting crushed. Well, cut it to single digits. We can still get back in it in the fourth. Let's go. Nice. 8 points. Here we go. Oh my goodness. We can't play every game in the NBA because there's 82 of them. And a lot of it is we keep wanting to get our Bethune-Cookman guys from the college hoops game to be able to play in the pros. So some of these early season games definitely don't matter to us too much. And I think the team might be better when I sim than when I play the game sometimes, but the NBA part of this hypothetical hoops history is a lot more sim based than our college hoops, where I typically play almost every game. And so we're in the fourth quarter. We're down by 8, and we sim it this way so I can at least control the lineups. All right, so down 8. Let's see if we can win some of this Conclusion. Down by 7, down by 6. Let's go. And then it all fell apart. Aldridge has 5 fouls, so they're not playing him. Conley's got 5 fouls too. Jesus. You're down 6. Come on, let's pull this off. Come on. Come on. Should be beating the fucking Clippers. Down by 3. Down by 5. Down by 7. Fuck, come on. I don't think we're gonna win this one. Just the way it started and now the way it's going. I don't think Conley fouled out. Are you serious? Oh, there's still time. 7 points. Come on, cut into it. It's over. It's over. Cheney Fry has back spasms. We lost by 9. Well, not supposed to lose to the Clippers. Conley had a bad game. 2 of 9 shooting. Peja didn't score much. 3 of 12 shooting. Odin had 1 rebound. Number 8 and 7 now. Let's send one more. Let's see if we can get a win. See what this message is. What are they sending us a message about? Fry's injury. I think Phenomenal asked about an hour ago for some stats. Here's where the team is currently. Conley almost 13 a game and 9 assists. Pretty balanced. If we ever get Childress off the injured list to get a chance to play. They've lost 3 straight, so maybe this is the right time to play against the Wiz. We should win this game, I hope. I'm gonna try not to touch it as much as I can. I keep trying to change the lineups, and I don't know that it actually helps. I keep doing stupid shit though, like playing Miles at power forward for prolonged periods. Now they start beating the shit out of us at the end of the first quarter, down by 12. Getting smashed, dude. Why is Channing Frye down 10? Why is his ratings down so bad? Dealing with foul trouble again. We're just getting smashed, dude. You don't come back from this. Once you're down this much, the game might bring you back, but you don't ever win. You might get it close like we did last game. You might get to within 8 points or so again, but it's done. It's fucking completely over. This rotation is so bad. They're fucking it up. They're putting people in at places they should not be. Down only by 8. don't like our chances here. Try not to end on a losing note. We'd like to win this thing. We might end up having to sim against the Pistons too to get this win. I don't know. I don't know if the Wiz are going to give it to us. Hey, look at this. Down by 3. Let's go. Let's go. 3 points. Peja's got 28. Peja dominating right now. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, we were down by 1. Oh, fuck. It's like, I feel like slipping away now. This lineup. Mustafa, yo. What's going on? Welcome in. Get Stojakovic in here. He was the one lighting it up. Why do they keep taking Odin out? I don't get it. All right, let's go. 5 minutes. 5 points, I'm sorry. 3 point. So close here. 4 points. Just can't get over the hump. I don't know what they're doing with the substitution patterns here. I love you. Well, hey, much love to you, man. Appreciate you being here. You're from Turkey, I'm assuming. Do you have a favorite Turkish basketball player? I think of the one guy that I knew. Was it Omer Osik? Played for the Rockets for a bit. Blanche, I don't know about this. This is weird. All right, we're down 6, trying to keep this thing close. Four points. They keep putting Fuller in, though. We cannot afford this guy to be in the game, especially when our other guys are completely rested. Run out of time. There's 2:30 to go. We're down by 8. It's over. Down by 6, under a minute. Down by 4. We're going to lose by 2 points. Fuller playing too much. 4 turnovers. I need to take him out of the rotation. I think we need to give him much less minutes. D. Miles having a nice game. Conley going off, 23 and 8 assists. Roy didn't do much though. Peja, 30 points. Aldridge had 2 blocks. Odin gets 11 rebounds. But that rotation seems to be fucked. I think Morrison's probably playing too much as well. Player evaluation for OJ Mayo. Initial scouting trip, I'd have to say his skills are average at best. Could potentially contribute right away. That's kind of harsh. And so, I mean, we're still thinking about possibly drafting a replacement for our old boy Channing Frye. Might be on the way out. If Richard Hendricks would be a good target, possibly. Got good rebounding. So I guess let's go send a dude out to look at him. Sorry, I don't know English very well, but I like watching you. Hey, no worries. I wish I could speak the language that you know, but got some emotes. You can always use those. Spam some even, you know, the normal universal ones we have, like the, what is it called? There's a certain kind of emote library that we have that you can use that are activated in our chat. But glad to hear that you like watching this, man. We're doing a lot of basketball, and eventually we'll probably get back to playing football, play college football, American football, and probably play some MLB The Show here. I've got that. I just haven't gotten around to playing it. And then we do some pro wrestling stuff as well, which I never seem to make time for, but eventually it'll happen. Eventually, maybe. But here's the emote of the day for now. Is fuck work. I've got to do some work later, and I just don't want to. Do it. But now we're 500 after losing that one. 8-8 on the season. Let's go to the rotation because I want to change that stuff here. I want to change this. I don't want to play it at all, honestly. Right. Well, I'm determined to get a win before we turn off this, so let's see if the Pistons will give it to us. Team chemistry is going down. I don't know what's going on with this. Fuck. Let me see the calendar again. Pistons game, and then 2 days off. Did we just have a day off? We did just have a day off. So make them practice there. Give them a day off. Practice. Practice. Day off. All right, let's see if we can beat the Pistons. If not, we're going to have to end the stream on a losing streak. That's just what it's going to have to be. Got 3 messages. Let's see what that all about. What is this? Which team do I support? We are using the Blazers, so I guess that's probably the team I like the most. Wait. What happened here? So yeah, Trailblazers. How about you? We have oh my goodness. T-Wolves traded Calderon for Jameer Nelson. And now Jameer Nelson's on the trading block immediately. Why would you trade for him and then put him on the block? Unless he went there and he doesn't want to be there. Sport Dallas, nice. Mavs still have Nowitzki on here, and they got a pretty good squad. Kind of rewriting history a bit. We're playing this specific year of the game, NBA 2K8, because we have College Hoops 2K8, and that was the last year it existed. And so we can export our players here. Jameer Nelson's kind of interesting. Let's see. He's putting up decent numbers, 10 points, 4 assists. '81 overall. Oh shit. Oopsie. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Yeah, he's a little bit too expensive. They got him under contract for a while. He was a free agent. I'm pretty sure Charlotte signed. He's under contract for a while. Don't really need him unless we were to trade somebody like the rookie here. We don't want to do that. All right, our team chemistry is going down quick. Let's see if we can beat the Pistons. Let's simulate it. Try to go out on a win here. Pistons beating us down. Are you kidding me? I forget that this Pistons team is not like the lottery team that exists in current state. Like Billups is decent, Hamilton, they got Gerald Wallace. Like this team is really scrappy team. We're just getting crushed. Gotta start a comeback somewhere. Not looking good. Holy cow, dude. How are they beating us like this? And dude, it is not good. Not good. Fucking 13 points, 15 points, 17 points we're down. You don't come back from that shit. This one's over, dude. Oh, and now by 5, so maybe you do come back from that a little bit. God knows what they were doing with this lineup here. Down by 9. Let's just send it. Let's see how this last quarter ends. I don't want to watch it. It's over. This was a tough one. 2350 in Turkey. Have school tomorrow. Nice to meet you, my friend. Have a nice day. Hey, appreciate you being here. Usually stream later our time. So, what is it? Think like 7 hours ahead. So that's probably in the morning when you're getting up for school that we normally stream. A lot of times I'll stream my time midnight. So I'm on Eastern time zone. And I'll usually stream from like midnight till 3 or 4. But hopefully see you again. Appreciate you stopping by. We'll definitely, next time the Mavericks come up on the schedule, try to play them. And then I always put all my VODs eventually get to YouTube. So every stream related to this playthroughs out there if you ever want to watch some when I'm not streaming. Always appreciate a subscription if you subscribe out there to the YouTube. Maybe someday I'll get up to 1,000. I'm a long way away, but would love to be able to start monetizing stuff on YouTube. Maybe be able to do this stuff more as a living, more as a career. But we might be needing a new career here with the basketball coaching world because we just got crushed. Team chemistry's in the dirt again. Got some player evaluation though here. Must admit I'm returning from my recent scouting trip pleasantly surprised. Magnus Wahlgren showed that he is a smart player who plays with a level head. From the look of things, he looks like he might be a very good player, and we should look into investigating further. Okay. So we're looking currently. Who are we looking at currently? We went out and started looking at Hendricks, was it? Probably need to take a look at Arden. Seeing if he's any good. Martin Zeno, we got to probably look at again because initial scout gave some pretty good feedback on him. Joey Dorsey's probably worth looking at as well. This Batistuta guy's gone up the list quite a bit. Where's Walgren at? Should we go look at him again right away? He's a sleeper. No one's expecting him to be good. Except all these numbers suggest he's good. Just inside defense isn't great. Could be a nice small forward. Casey Jacobs in comparison, that's not complimentary, I don't think. So we take a look at him again, I guess. We do still have a first round draft pick. We thought we were going to trade for this year, but ends up we still have it. I'm going to look at Zeno again. This guy's defense and rebounding is all that. We can always score. We don't, I mean, we just dunk all the time, so. Dorsey might be one to look at. Looking at Hendricks now. Ben Wallace comparison. A little better rebounding from this fella. Joey Dorsey looks good though. James Gist might not be bad. There's Walgren again. Let's go look at him again. Let's go look at him again. And we fucking lost. We lost again. So we're under 500 now. Painful, dude. Three-game losing streak. Should we start thinking about firing Coach Nate McMillan? I mean, this team chemistry is completely dirt. Should we get rid of Nate McMillan? Something to think about. We'll think about, maybe do on the next stream. For now, you know I love you. We'll do this again very soon. Thanks so much.